tough day at school, Anna, a seventh grader, went to her dad, Stephen, unsure about how to handle what happened. She explained to him the situation as Stephen listened carefully. When she finished, he then gave her some simple advice, a clear recommendation of how she might handle the situation. But Anna hesitated. You could see it in her face. She wanted to help, but she wasn't fully convinced. And finally she said, "Yeah, but what if it doesn't work?" Stephen gently replied, "It might not go perfectly, but it's the right thing to do." There was a pause. And then Anna asked the real question, "Dad, can you just fix it for me?" Stephen felt that moment deeply. He wanted to fix it. He could fix it, but he knew that wouldn't help her grow. So he said, "Honey, I'll be with you, but you have to take this step." And eventually Anna did. Not perfectly, not confidently, but she did it. And afterwards there was relief and even a little growth. That story feels familiar because that is often how we approach God. We ask, "Lord, what should I do?" He shows us the way and we respond, "Yeah, but what if it doesn't work?" And deep down, what we really want to say is, "Lord, can you just fix it for me?" But God does not always remove the step. He asks us to take it with Him. Today's readings are all about one word, yes. But it's not just any yes. A yes given without full understanding, a yes given in trust, a yes that changes everything. In the first reading from Isaiah, we hear about King Ahaz. God offers him a sign, any sign, ask for it. God says, "Deep as the netherworld or high as the sky." But Ahaz refuses. It sounds humble. "I will not ask. I will not tempt the Lord." But the truth is, he does not trust God. He prefers his own plan. He wants control. So God gives him the sign anyway. "The virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall name him Emmanuel." God is with us. Even when we do not trust him, he is still with us. Then in the gospel, we meet Mary, a young woman, probably a teenager. Her life is simple, quiet, ordinary, and suddenly everything changes. The angel Gabriel appears and says, "Do not be afraid, Mary. You will conceive and bear a son." This is not a small request. This will change her life completely. There will be confusion, risk, and even suffering. She could be misunderstood or rejected, and she does not fully understand how this will happen. So she asks one honest question: how can this be? The angel gives her a partial answer, not a full explanation, not a detailed plan, just enough to know that God is at work. And then comes the moment that changes the world. Mary says, "Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. May it be done to me according to your word." That is her yes. She does not say, "Well, let me think about it," or "let me understand everything first." She says yes without having all the answers. And my brothers and sisters, that is faith. The second reading from Hebrews tells us something even deeper. Jesus himself says, "Behold, I come to do your will, O God." Even before his birth, there is already obedience, already surrender, already love. And Mary joins that yes. Her yes allows his yes to enter the world. And that brings us to us. This is not just Mary's story. This is our story too. Every day, God asks us for our yes. Not always in big, dramatic ways, but in small, quiet moments. Forgive that person. Be patient. Speak the truth. Trust me in this situation. Let go of control. And often we respond like Ahaz. We hesitate, we resist, we want more clarity, more certainty, more control. We say, God, just show me everything first. But God says, trust me. In that story, Stephen did not abandon Anna. He stayed with her, but she had to take the first step. And that is how God works with us. He is Emmanuel, God with us, not God instead of us. Mary shows us how to live this. Her yes was not easy. It required courage, humility, and surrender. But it also brought about incredible grace. Because when she said yes, she made room for God. She became the place where God entered the world. And the same is true for us. Every time we say yes to God, we make room for Him in our lives, in our families, in our world. So the question is simple. Where is God asking you to say yes right now? Maybe it's something small. Maybe it's something that you've been avoiding. Maybe it's something uncertain or uncomfortable. You do not need all the answers. You do not need to see the whole plan. You just need to trust like Mary. And maybe your prayer this week is very simple. Lord, I do not understand everything, but I trust you. Help me to say yes. Because when we say yes to God, we do not lose control. We place our lives in the hands of someone who loves us more than we can imagine. And that is always the better path. Be it done to me according to your word.